Well, thank you very much for that warm welcome, and I thank Dr. Freeman for that very kind introduction. I was a little worried there. I wasn't sure if I was going to get toasted or roasted, but thank you very much. It's a real pleasure for me to be here today, and I certainly, when I enrolled here in 1978 as a student, I certainly never imagined I would have this opportunity to speak here at Greenville Tech before so many students and faculty. So it's a real thrill. I'm enormously grateful to Greenville Tech for the educational opportunities that it afforded me. And I recollect with tremendous fondness the teachers and the students that I met here and the many life lessons that I learned as a student. Words fail me in expressing the great honor and the joy it is to share a platform with Dr. Rayford and Dr. Freeman. They are truly shining examples of the excellent instructors that I encountered here as a student at Greenville Tech. Not only did I have the great privilege of being in their classrooms, but now that I've been about 30 years away from this institution, I can say that it's a great joy that they have continued to be my mentor and to be a friend to me, and I'm very grateful for that. When I first became a university professor about 20 years ago, the first thing that crossed my mind is I thought, well, what kind of teacher am I going to be, or what kind of skills do I need? And I recollected some of the great teachers that I'd had over the years, some that I thought were truly effective in the classroom. And I couldn't always remember what it was about them that made them effective. And I had this secret wish that I could go back and sneak into their classroom just to watch how it is that they went about their craft of teaching. And I will say that when I had that thought, there were no two teachers that I more desired to go back and observe and see what it is that they did that was so effective as to go back into the classroom of Dr. Rayford and Dr. Freeman. So I can't begin to tell you the debt that I owe to these two professors in particular for what they've done for me. So I'm very, very grateful for that. This afternoon, I want to talk about some of the great and enduring themes of religion and religious liberty in the American experience. A little over a year ago, I published a rather extensive collection of primary source documents from American history about religious liberty and church-state relationships. It's a huge collection of documents. These are primarily documents from the last half of the 18th century. This is a period of time that we sometimes call the American founding era. This is the time in which the Constitution of the United States and the First Amendment were crafted and added to our organic law. And these documents relate particularly to religious liberty and the public role of religion in our society. The book is called The Sacred Rights of Conscience. Now, the last task that I took up before sending this manuscript off to the publisher was I had to write an introduction. And I thought about the various ways that I could go about writing this. And what I did was having immersed myself in these documents over the course of many years, I decided I wanted to take a step back from these documents. And I wanted to think about what are the great themes, what are the big issues that emerge from these pages of American history. And this afternoon, what I want to do is I want to outline for you some of the great themes that I see in the course of American history as it pertains to religious liberty. Now, my comments today are going to be pitched at a fairly high level of generality. And I don't mean to suggest that everyone whose views are represented in this volume agreed or bought into every single one of these themes that I'll be talking about. There were, of course, profound disagreements from the first Western settlements in the New World to the present day about the prudential place and role of religion in public life. Now, having said that, there was a surprising degree of consensus on these great themes that I hope to share with you today. So with that in mind, I want to start today with what I think we all know to be true, and that is religion is woven into the fabric of the American experience.